As you may know, I am writing a book called Inferior. What you may not know is writing and making a comic at the same time is aggravating. So to stop the aggravation, I have decided to use 12-week plan to finish your novel, a free ebook by Char from the Plottery. The link for the ebook will be in the description. However, I am sure this was based on the assumption you haven't started to write your novel, and currently, I'm on chapter 13 on my first draft. Well, I could use all the help I could get.
I think I finished up week 1 fairly quickly. I finished on July 12th and did not work on week 2 until July 15th. Considering some things give spoilers to my main plot, I will not be talking about story structure or the synopsis and pretty much everything that spoils the plot. Skipping the story structure, we are mood boards. Look at these lovely mood boards I made. I was going to make more, but I got lazy. And everything next is spoilers. But I did do them. And let me tell you, writing the story synopsis has made writing more easier. Currently, while writing this, it is July 15th and Inferior is on chapter 15 on its first draft. So the premise was kinda hard to write because I wasn't sure what sounded interesting and short enough, so I wrote 4 premises. Here are the 2 I enjoyed the most.
The war between monsters and humans ended 50 years ago, but nobody knows how it ended. Sebastian tries to solve the mystery, but he soon discovers that it would be more dangerous than he anticipated.
What do you do if there is a significant plot hole in your history books? Sebastian Miller wants to find out how the war against the monsters ended, but as he looks for answers, he finds a journey more dangerous than he could imagine.
I'm not sure if I can say the main story theme, but I will anyway. It's duality. The next thing to do is fleshing out the protagonist, Sebastian Miller. You probably already know his external goal by the premise of finding the answer to the 50-year war, but you probably don't know his internal conflict is that he can't stand up for himself.
This week I also finished quickly. I think I finished this on the 17th. This week was all about character, their quirks, goals, and voice. The appearance part was fairly easy since I've already drawn out what I wanted most of the characters to look like. So here is the written appearance versus how I drew them. Aiden is a 5'3" girl with fiery red curly hair. She has wide green eyes, a friendly smile, and brown skin. She loves to wear cute clothes with lace or ruffles. Ethan overnight is tall at 6'0". He has white hair and pale skin. He has warm gray eyes with a mole under his left eye. He typically wears formal clothes when around people he'd want to impress, but around his friends he wears more casual clothes. Sebastian is 5'7". He has raven black hair and olive skin. He has blue eyes and has a half Asian appearance. He wears casual clothes that are comfortable and in neutral clothes or whatever people dress him in. Julian is 6'4" with black hair and gray eyes with yellow at the top. He wears a dark version appearance and has sickly pale skin. Leon is 6'3" with red hair and brown yellow eyes. He has tan skin and wears more of an explorer sporty type outfit. Casper is 5'6" with blonde hair and tan skin. He has green eyes and wears a mix of formal and casual wear that makes him look cluttered. Levy is 6'0" with pink hair and blue eyes. She has a mole on the right side of her face. She wears only formal clothes. With their voice, how they speak, I just wrote down their MBTI and speaking habits. Aiden is an INF. She is curious, outgoing, and enthusiastic when something inspires her and she wants to share it with everyone. She is really perceptive, or let's say observant. Haha. She can pick up the slightest shift in another person's mood or expression. She is really good-natured and light-hearted and spontaneous. However, she is also a people pleaser. She hates being disliked and will do anything to be liked, even if that means doing things she doesn't agree with. She is unfocused and overly optimistic. She tends to repeat words and has a southern accent. Sebastian is an INT. He is ambitious and logical. He is very reserved and detached from others. He is independent and idealistic. Like Aiden, Sebastian is very curious about the world around him and asks questions about the world. He can be a bit arrogant and tries to prove anyone wrong when they don't agree with his narrative, and he is socially clueless. He tends to use big complex words to seem smarter. Ethan is SP is full of life and energy. He enjoys pushing boundaries, he is rational and does not live by some imaginary fantasy. He is very sociable and enjoys parties and friends. He is blunt to the point that he is insensitive, he is impatient and prone to risks more than the average person. He talks formally with a philosophical tone. Levy is an ESTJ. She is direct and honest about what she feels about a situation, she is patient and loyal to those she thinks deserve her loyalty. Levy strives to create order and security in her environment by establishing rules, structures, and clear roles. Levy is reluctant to trust an opinion long enough for it to have that chance. She is judgmental and uncomfortable with unconventional and situations, she is strong in tradition and she has difficulty expressing emotion. She also talks formal but with a more traditional Tory kind of tone. Casper Berkeley is an ISFP, is sensitive to others and imaginative, as well as most characters. He is curious about his surroundings. He is artistic and then to self-pity himself. He is unpredictable and easily stressed and he has fluctuating self-esteem. Casper tends to say old saying. Julian is INFJ. Julian strives to move beyond superficiality and seek out the deeper truths in life. He tends to have strong beliefs and values, particularly when it comes to matters of ethics. And he is reluctant to open up. Max is an ISP. Max is a hot-headed twat. He is stubborn, private and reserved. Week 3 was the 3-act structure and I have to skip all of this. Week 4 chapter overview, an outline of all the chapters and a brief summary of what is supposed to happen. There is supposed to be 34 chapters in Inferior and currently writing this I have only drafted 16 now. Week 5 is supposed to be the first chapters and I've already written the first chapters, so I'm going to try to write 30 pages this week. So maybe chapters 17 to 20. Wish me luck now.
Well, will you look at that? I'm done. 3,890 words and 20 chapters. I'm going to take a break.